What's going on YouTube? Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be talking about the biggest menace in the fitness content creation or fitness industry, I guess you would say. So we all know bodybuilding and fitness, I believe, is very, very important. Don't mind the notification you guys are in the background there. Freaking someone's going Instagram live at 1:10 a.m. Like, come on, man. But anyways, fitness is something I believe is very, very important in life. And there's many ways you could go about fitness. You could get into weightlifting, bodybuilding. You could get into, cardio stuff like races and bike races and stuff. There's so much different ways of fitness that you could do. Personally, for me, I think weightlifting is the best for everybody. But that's just my opinion, obviously. As a 20-year-old that got into weightlifting about a year ago. But there's this one guy on TikTok, man, and one guy on YouTube that is just a menace. I mean, he beats with legit every single bodybuilder in the world. Like, this guy is the biggest menace to bodybuilders, man, because this dude has no regards for anything, and he literally roasts everybody. Watch, I'm gonna play one of your guys' TikToks. One of his TikToks, I think, kind of showcases what he's about and what he likes to talk about, and I want to explain more. So here's a video.
Bodybuilders are soft and it's ruining fitness. Fitness culture values feelings over the fact, which is why bodybuilding is still popular and still a thing. No bodybuilder can accept the fact that their sport worsens your health, looks, and performance. There's a reason why a majority of people over 30 can't sprint, because they don't lift weights, and if they do, they lift weights like a bodybuilder, aka the wrong way. When you add muscle with little to no performance benefits, it's useless weight. Whether it's fat or muscle, weight is weight, which is why bodybuilding like an athlete is taking over. Because not only does it improve your life, it does so in the short term and the long term.
So this guy, his name, if you guys don't know, is Coach Mario Rios, or his name is Mario Rios, and this dude basically is against bodybuilding and more of athletic bodybuilding. Now, if you guys don't know the differences, bodybuilders basically build muscle to be aesthetic, build muscle to look nice and to win Mr. Olympias and stuff like that. That's why you see like Chris Bumstead and all these other people do, the Ronnie Colemans and stuff like that, man. Those guys lifted to get as much muscle as possible to show off, to win those Mr. Olympias. But this guy, Mario Rios, is a guy that promotes athletic bodybuilding, which is basically adding muscle that is useful for everyday life and useful for real life sports and activities. So instead of building up like big legs, like useless leg muscle, he basically preaches, okay, build up leg muscle that's actually going to benefit you in running and jumping, instead of just building muscle just to build muscle. That's kind of the best way I can explain it. But if you watch more of his content and stuff, which I will leave link in the description, then you could see more of what he's about and what he talks about on his YouTube channel. But this dude beats with everybody, and there has been so much times where different bodybuilders and stuff have kind of respond to this stuff, man. I remember watching like a Greg Doucette video talking about Mario Rios and stuff, and Mario Rios does not back down. He literally, like, every hate video that's been made by him by very popular fitness YouTubers and stuff, he has responded to, and that's why I respect this guy a lot. Even though he is a menace for like poking fun and saying them soft and just calling them names and stuff, he responds to all of it, man. All the criticism that I've seen and everything, he's responded to all of it, and he's responded to it by addressing facts and stuff. Because if you guys don't know, him and his actual brother too, his brother actually has an account as well. His name's like Martin Rios, and they both graduated from I think like medical school or something, or school where they talk about the muscle and stuff. So I think that these guys are legit. I do think that what they say is some extent, like, you don't want to put on and look all, big and bulky and, not use your muscles, because have you guys ever seen like a bodybuilder run? They look weird, you know what I mean? They definitely look very, very weird. So I get what they're saying. Like, you don't really want to end up like that, and you want to end up like a Giannis Antetokounmpo type build, where it's like, yeah, you have a lot of muscle, you look very aesthetic, but it's for athletic ability, or have muscles like Leon Edwards, man. This dude loves Leon Edwards too. That's where he kind of exploded from, is his like obsession and love with Leon Edwards. I'm telling you, if you watch more of his content, you know what I'm talking about. And him and his brother post literally the same exact type of content, kind of exposing, I guess, fitness, bodybuilder stuff, and why it's like unhealthy for you and stuff like that. Or they say why it's unhealthy, and they call it like the fitness matrix. It's kind of like the Andrew Tates of the fitness industry. That's what I like to describe these people, and I do think that they are doing a pretty good job. I mean, their numbers and stuff and how much subscribers they have, I think it's definitely great. And as I said, I do agree with exactly everything they say about, yeah, you should get muscle to use it for athletes and sports. But there's people that are generally passionate about bodybuilding and stuff, and if that is what they want, and that is what they want to do, then, you know, it's all up to them at the end of the day. But I do agree that, yeah, you know, you should build muscle for better athletic performance. But at the same time, man, there's people that are passionate about bodybuilding. Personally, for me, I'm definitely agree with more of the Mario Rios's guys. You know, like, I don't want to be one of those like big bulky, because before I started going to the gym, that was kind of one of my big like things. Like, I didn't want to be big and bulky, you know, and run just weird and stuff. So I feel like the way I train mostly with free weights. I don't really use machines. These guys are definitely against machines. These guys are against like sitting down when you do like your shoulder presses, or like sitting down when you're doing like your lat raises. You know what I mean? These guys are against like sitting down when you're working out. And I get why, you know, to build up your core and stuff. And I'm definitely more of like that. You know, I like to use a lot of free weights. I don't really like to use machines as much. Sometimes I do, you know, but most of the time I just mostly use, you know, like the flat benches, the incline benches, the you know, press. The only types of machines I be using, to be honest, like the press machines and like the cables, man. Those I get. Are the cables considered a machine? I don't really know, but that's kind of the type of thing I'm into. So I definitely do agree with these guys when they talk about, you know, bodybuilders and stuff, and how they have like no stability and stuff like that. And, you know, it is what it is, man. Like, some people like to live just to build muscle, and some people like to live just to bodybuild, which, you know, do your thing. But definitely do think that it could be pretty bad for your life, because if you look at every single bodybuilder in history, like every big name bodybuilder, they have some type of health problems and stuff, except for Arnold, man. To be honest, like, Arnold's like the only one that is still like 7 years old, still going crazy and stuff. Obviously, he does not look as big as before, because, you know, when you get older, your muscles shrink and stuff like that. Is that what happens, or your muscles just deteriorate? I don't know what happens. When I get older, I'll find out. But most bodybuilders, like, they're like crutches, wheelchairs, and they, you know, they're just not as healthy as they look. And also Jay Cutler as well. I think Jay Cutler, another famous bodybuilder, I think he's still doing good. And also Tom Platz, man. Tom Platz, people know him as the Quad Father. I think they're still doing pretty good as well regarding health-wise. But there's some bodybuilders that take it to an extreme realm. I mean, just pound themselves for steroids. And that's what these guys promote. They're like against that type of stuff where, you know, you pound yourself for steroids, which I'm against that too. Like, if you are 20 years old, 21 years old, why are you using steroids, bro? Like, what's the point of pounding steroids to your body? Personally, for me, I will never use any type of steroids in my life. Never. Never, never, never. Never will you ever see me use steroids. No HRT, no TRT, whatever all the freaking steroid names are called and stuff. Again, I'm not like a huge enthusiast when it comes to like the medical side of bodybuilding, but I will never use any of those equipments and stuff, or any of, I'm not gonna touch that stuff. You know, I like to lift. I like to go to the gym, lift, eat what my mom makes, you know, get some protein shake. Like, that's, I guess, the only type of supplement I be using as well. I don't use no pre-workout or nothing. And yeah, man, that's kind of how I like to lift. And a lot of people lift like me as well, but also a lot of people, you know, they take pre-workout, take all the supplements, they do creatine, they take steroids. And I do think that it is bad for you, but some people just like that. You know, some people want to look as huge as possible and be all bulky and stuff. You know, maybe it's what they want to do. So I do think that these guys, like, yeah, I feel like they're definitely, you know, calling out people and just making fun of people and calling them names because, you know, it gets more attention, more stuff. So I think that's fair. But at the same time, man, everybody has their own life. Everyone wants to do their own thing. And if they want to, I guess, destroy their body, as Mario and Martin Rios would say, then let them destroy their bodies, man. You know, it's their life. It's what they want to do. But yeah, I kind of want to cover these two guys today because I've been, you know, looking at their content lately. I actually watched some of their videos. And as I said, they make pretty good videos. They talk about, you know, they respond to a lot of people that make videos on them. And, you know, they actually make videos about, okay, how to do this. And, you know, they make pretty good videos. So again, I'll leave actually both of the brothers down in the comment section or down in the description if you guys want to check those out. I'll check those guys out. But anyways, that's all I have for you guys today, talking about the biggest freaking menaces in fitness, Mario Rios and his brother Martin Rios. They have been exploding lately, and a lot of bodybuilders have been going off on them. You know, a lot of big name bodybuilders too. So they're, you know, climbing their way to the top pretty quickly. And it's gonna only be a matter of time when these dudes get like 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, almost like a million, both of them. You know, so I do think that what these guys are doing is a great idea. You know, they're promoting something different. They're, you know, they're not saying what everyone else is saying, and I do think that with that as well, they're making good moves and they're getting more numbers and more people to watch their stuff. So shout out to the Martin and Mario Rios brothers. You know, they're going crazy, making a lot of great content as well. Very different from a lot of the other fitness content as well that's on YouTube. And I'm not a type of guy to like to really watch fitness content, but these guys, they're pretty entertaining, man, especially with their shorts as well. I feel like the way they do their shorts and TikToks as well is really, really good. So shout out to these guys. So anyways, that's all I have for you guys today. If you guys enjoyed today's video, of course, drop a like and subscribe if you're brand new. We're on the goal to 1,000 subscribers. You have like 525 right now, something like that. So click that subscribe button. I highly appreciate it. Let me know what you guys think about Coach Mario Rios and Coach Martin Rios, down in the comments. And it's been your boy Daniel. I'll see you guys in the next one. See you guys later.